concealer under the eyebrow bone, underneath your eyes, around your mouth. All is good.
Hey guys, welcome back. My hair is absolutely crazy today. So I swept my hair wet last night because I do that sometimes and it's super duper duper hot where I live right now and the air conditioner does not do it. So I need to look crazy like this. I know it's crazy, right? Crazy, crazy. I mean, really, who has this much hair? Who has this much hair? Okay, anyways.
Alright guys, so today's topic, as you can probably see by the title up above, is concealer. So I love to talk about concealer to anybody that wants to hear. Why is that? Here is a question mark. Do you see the question mark right there? Question mark. Question mark. Okay, so question mark. What is concealer? I was not born knowing what concealer was, and I definitely learned what concealer was, and nobody sat down and explained to me what concealer was. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit here and explain to you what concealer is. So concealer, by its beautiful name that has already been given, is to conceal imperfections. Now, why would you want to conceal imperfections? Well, as women, we are very vain and we like to appear to have Barbie skin when we actually don't. So I understand. I'm there with you. Don't worry. I understand. Women power. Woohoo! So concealer. Now, some people have dark spots, some people have old acne scars, some people have really bad dark circles, some people have discoloration of the skin where certain areas are darker or lighter than others. So I'm going to tell you about the different types of concealers that exist out there. For the most part, the natural concealers that you would probably use is one that would cover dark circles or bags under your eyes. And for concealers to put under your eyes or in this inner corner of your eyes, I would do, if you want to do a really natural shade where it doesn't look too heavy, I would say do it one shade lighter than your face skin tone. And if you want to like really conceal some heavy dark circles, I would probably say do two tones lighter than your skin tone. Now, why is that? Because the lighter concealer you put on, the brighter it's going to get, and when it's brighter, it will appear fresh, it will appear new, so it's not going to stand out, and it's going to cover all the darkness and all the imperfections you have in that area. However, you need to know your skin type. Now, I have more of a yellowish undertone to my skin. Some people have more of a pink. I believe my mom and my sister's probably more of like a pink undertone. So meaning when you go out in the sun and you tan, and you tend to get like that nice tan or bronzy or golden color, you're probably a yellow undertone. If you go in the sun and you get red right away, you can have little exposure to the sun and you're red, your face is red, your skin's red, you're irritated, you don't really tan easily, you're most likely a pink undertone. So, you know, it's probably not a cookie cutter effect. Might not, apply for everybody, but I think that's probably the general rule that I have observed and known from my years of experience with skin and talking to people. If you want to do special covering with your concealer, meaning you want to cover pimples, acne, you want to cover old acne scars, you want to cover dark spots. Now here it is, okay? So I have this old palette by Pixie. So this one has different colors like this, and I'm covering up here with my hand because there's a mirror here and I don't want you guys to be bothered with the reflection. So there's different colors there, and as you can see, it's pretty kind of used, but yeah, so you can see the colors, and with the colors there's white, green, pink, a yellowish color, and there's a peachy color, and then there's a really dark color, and then there's more of like a neutral tan color, and then there's a like a mattifying powder, and there's a mattifying powder in there. So basically how this works, I'm gonna, oh, and this comes with a little brush like this too. It's a precision brush so that you can take a little bit of the concealer, put on top of the area that you want, and just kind of work it with the brush or work it with your fingers. So I have a little cheat sheet here, and I'm going to tell you guys what they mean. For the white corrector, it's to lighten, okay? So if you want anything to lighten, to brighten, you use the white. The green corrector is to cut out redness. The yellow corrector is to cut out darkness. So if you have dark under circle, you want to use yellow because it cuts out the darkness. And the pink corrector is to cut out dark circles with blue undertones. So if you have dark circles with blue undertones, that's usually probably more the people with the very fair skin. They have more of a blue undertone dark circles, and you use the pink for that. So you use a pink one. And then there's the medium and tan cover up concealer, and that's to be used solo. So like I said, if you just want to use the regular colors underneath your eyes. And then with this kit, they do a really dark one and a really light one, so you can kind of mix and match your own color. So you'd probably start with the lighter and then use a little bit of the darker one to go ahead and match underneath your eye to see what's your perfect color. This palette here that I bought on eBay, I believe it was between $10 to $15, $10 to $20. I knew it wasn't more than $20. And this one is by Costo Scents, and it's called Eclipse Palette 15 Concealer Shades. So it comes like this. Ooh, my lights. Oh. So it comes like this. And this one has, as you can see, the darkest, and it's getting lighter around here, and then here is the different color ones, so the white, the green, and so on and so forth. So definitely that is a good way for you to know what you want to conceal. So the biggest concealing the biggest concealing tricks I use is for redness. So when I have pimples or after pimples, it tends to be red. Or like around my chin sometimes, or near my nose, sometimes near my cheeks, I have like little darker spots from the sun, you know, because the sun hits the highest parts of your face. So cheeks, nose, chin. So I will have darker spots there, and I use a concealer to, you know, lighten that up. And if I just want to use regular concealer day to day, I don't want to do a full face, I don't want to cover up anything too harshly, I just use a regular concealer. And right now my favorites are Makeup Forever Full Coverage in number 4 and Laura Mercier's Secret Concealer in number 2. So this is more a natural look. This is more of a heavier full coverage look. When I do makeup tutorials, you guys are going to see how I use my concealers effectively, how I conceal certain spots on my face. And I think that the number one takeaway you should use for concealers is definitely around the eyes. My background in my family definitely has a lot of dark circles. So around here, I kind of get like this greenish undertone. It runs in the family. So anyway, so that's it for concealer, guys. I love concealer. I'm wearing concealer right now around here in my eye area, underneath my brow bone, even on top of my eyebrows to highlight my eyebrows more. It's definitely something that gives you a more defined, glamorous look. And if you want a full face, concealer is your best friend. That's it. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Don't forget to subscribe somewhere on the top around here. Don't forget to like and comment down below. Ask me for anything, and your wish is my command. See you later. Bye, guys.